Isaiah chapter 14 and the book of Ezekiel chapter number 28. Isaiah 14, 12 through 15, and Ezekiel 28, verse 2, and then verses 11 to 17. I felt this one all week long. Keep trying to shake it off, tried to shake it off all day. Went through, I don't know how many messages today in prayer, going through the notes, but the Lord would not let me leave this one. Isaiah 14, 12, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. That was pretty quick. Ezekiel chapter 28, verse number 2. And then verse 11 to 17. Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord God, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? I sit in the seat of God, in the midst of the seas. Yet thou art a man, and not God, though thou set thine heart as the heart of God. Verse 11, moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, take up a lamentation upon the king of Tyrus, and say unto him, Thus saith the Lord God, Thou sealest up the sum, full of wisdom and perfect in beauty. Thou hast been in Eden, the garden of God, and every precious stone was thy covering, the sardius, topaz, and the diamond, the beryl, the onyx, and the jasper, the sapphire, the emerald, the carbuncle, and the gold. Workmanship of thy tabrets and of thy pipes was prepared in thee the day that thou wast created. Thou art the anointed cherub that covereth, and I have set thee so. Thou wast upon the holy mountain of God. Thou hast walked up and down the midst of the stones of fire. Thou wast perfect in thy ways from the day that thou wast created till iniquity was found in thee. By the multitude of thy merchandise they have filled the midst of thee with violence, and thou hast sinned. Therefore I will cast thee as profane on the mountain of God, and I will destroy thee, O covering cherub, from the midst of the stones of fire. Verse 17, thine heart was lifted up because of thy beauty. Thou hast corrupted thy wisdom by reason of thy brightness. I will cast thee to the ground. I will lay thee before kings, that they may behold thee. Now, some of you are probably thinking, what in the world is he reading that for on Friday night? And I want to preach to you from the subject, Lucifer exposed. Lucifer exposed. Like Bishop said earlier, it doesn't matter what the need is tonight. The Lord can deliver you from whatever it is or whoever it is that's binding you. But before I even dare preach, we need to change the atmosphere a little bit right now. So we want to step into a little bit of worship. That's all right. So grab your neighbor by the hand. If you're something that's already manifesting in the spiritual. For instance, this world physically that you live in, nothing happened physically until the Spirit of God moved on the face of the waters, and God said, let there be light, and physical light erupted because of a spiritual move of God. There's all kinds of verses in the Bible that prove things physically happen due to a move of the Spirit of God. Job said, I am who I am because the breath of the Almighty hath made me. The Spirit of God hath given me life. So I am who I am physically because of something that took place spiritually. David said, create in me a clean heart and renew a right spirit within me. If you deal with my spirit, the other issues I'm dealing with will domino and you'll take care of them. Jesus Christ could not physically die until he said, Father, into thy hands I commend my spirit. And when he released his spirit, then his physical body followed after and died. What are you saying? What you see is not always what you see. What you hear is not always what you hear. Sin is a result of spiritual failure. Someone might be physically committing sin, but if they are, there's been a spiritual failure that's taken place well before the physical sin took words, you can blame Adam and you can blame Eve for what you struggle with now. But before Eve ever ate an apple, there was a spiritual sin that took place on the earth when an angel known as Lucifer said, I am going to be like God. And he released spiritual sin in the earth, and now physical sin follows. Spiritual exposure. What you see and what you hear is not always what you see and hear. A carnal person can walk into a church service and the preacher preached right to them. And the carnal person will walk up and say, it's like you know my life. Were you in my house today? Did you hear what I was going through? It's like you know everything about. And they'll praise the physical vessel, the preacher. It was never the preacher. A spiritual person knows that that preacher is a physical vessel, that the Spirit of God is flowing through to get to the circumstance. So, let me just say this. When you're dealing with people and situations, if we are caught up in the carnal, we're not always connected to what's really going on in the spiritual. Your wife is not your enemy. Your son is not your enemy. The enemy is trying to divide you from your son, but he's not the enemy. Amen. And sometimes we get confused and we think the person causing the problem is the adversary. That's not how it works at all. It's amazing how Jesus knew this before we did. It blows my mind. He actually knows these things. Remember when Peter and the disciples were around him and he said, who do men say that I am? And Peter said, thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God. And he said, flesh and blood, physical, hath not revealed this to you, but my Father, spiritual, which is in heaven. And then 6 verses later, Peter is rebuking Jesus, and Jesus says, get thee behind me, Satan. Now, 6 verses earlier, he said the Father's speaking through you, and now he's saying the devil's speaking through you. He knew Peter wasn't the Father. He knew Peter wasn't the devil. But he knew the source of the words coming out of Peter's mouth. And we've got to be careful when the enemy starts talking in our houses that we understand that's a spirit trying to divide what God is trying to heal. Amen. I've been praying. Remember when the devil attacked Job? And he comes and reports to God. God said, how'd it go? And the devil said, well, and he's still praising you, but you let me touch his body. He'll curse you in your face. He's holding on his integrity. And he said, yeah, if you let me touch his body, he'll curse you in your face. Go ahead. Here he comes down, strikes Job's body. Here comes Job's wife. Dost thou still retain thine integrity? Why does she care about integrity? She's not the one talking. Job said, in fact, you talk like a foolish woman. I see you, but the words that are coming to me through you, I don't recognize that being you. That's a spirit that's in this house. Oh, I'm coming to you tonight, no matter where you are. It is time to make sure that even if you get breakthroughs in here, if hell is allowed in your house, nothing really matters. You've got to make sure that if it's shouting time in here, I'm going to shout at home too. I got the same anointing in my house that I do in the altar. Why are you saying all that? Because in our text, Ezekiel is listening to God, and God says this prince of Tyrus, who was a king, who ruled the Tyrus city, the Phoenician coast, the Mediterranean Sea. This city, this king of Tyrus, known as the prince of Tyrus, he is starting to open his mouth and say stuff like, I am a God. I sit in the seat of God. I'm going to do this. And so he said, mark him. But then he says, stop talking to this prince of Tyrus and talk to the king of Tyrus. Not a man. And he begins to describe Lucifer before he was the devil. Buckle your seatbelts, church is beginning now. And he begins to describe what the enemy that you fight every day, what he was and who he was and what he did before he was cast out of heaven. Number one, the first thing about the devil you have to know when he was made as an angel. He sealed up the sum, and the Bible said he was full of wisdom. Wow. I hear people say, well, the devil's so dumb. No, you're dumb. Anyone that says the devil is dumb and ignorant, just ignore them. Now his wisdom is perverted, polluted, corrupted, but if you think he's dumb, you're crazy. He watches humans for a living. If you've never smoked a cigarette, and he tries to make a drug deal with you in the parking lot after church, that would be dumb. Y'all quiet tonight. Amen. You preach on shout and hear it, we'll do all things. If you've never tasted alcohol, I'm pretty sure after church tonight, you're not going to the club on the way home. Amen. But he watches the thing that you do struggle with. Amen. That's why you can get the Holy Ghost and wonder why you're still struggling. If the Holy Ghost gives you power over it. But the devil will come check the lock every once in a while to see, are you living what that Holy Ghost is inside? I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't chew, I don't fornicate, I don't worship the devil.
Thank you, God.
Come on. So, well, he's not hitting me, I don't believe those things. But let's just go a little deeper here. Maybe you don't smoke, maybe you never drink, he's never bothered you there. Maybe you're the one that can't stop talking about everybody in church. And guess what? If you're the one that talks about everybody, he's going to always show you stuff going wrong to talk about. Y'all aren't shouting, so I'm going to preach like I'm at home. And when he finds something that stirs you up in the flesh, or stirs me up in the flesh, that's the doorway he'll always try to come through until I prove to him, no matter what you try, that door is locked. If you're always gossiping about your neighbor, it's time tonight to get delivered from what your tongue is trying to tell. Well, I don't talk about people. I just type it. You keyboard ninja, you warrior, you beast, you mighty, vicious coward. Because if the enemy can do something, if he understands that the only thing I've got to do to keep Josh from reading his Bible is to get him on his phone, scrolling through social media 9 hours a day, then guess what? He'll bring the phone and social media. It's quiet here right now. 9 hours a day to keep me from walking in the Spirit. Somebody needs to shut the lion's mouth tonight as I'm ready for revival in myself, in my walk with God, in my mind. He's full of wisdom. He brings to you where he's watched you fail. He sees a pattern of failure. That's where he continually comes. That's why you have to know where you're falling and be honest and be real and say, I can't allow myself to get near that or get near this. Other people might be fine with it, but if you know that's the doorway that trips you up, don't act like you're all that in the flesh. Jesus said flesh is flesh. You can dress it up all you want to. You're still flesh. Everyone in this building, I don't care how long your dress is, how nice your suit is, flesh is flesh, and we all need the Spirit of God to consume our life. He's wise when you serve the King of glory who pulls you out of darkness and pulls you out of fear and pulls you Full of wisdom and, ready, perfect in beauty. Why do you feel one way in the altar and another way at the mall? That's good. It's good preaching. Why do you feel self-esteem in here and insecurity out there? Because there's a demon, there's the devil, who was made perfect in beauty. When we picture a person, it wasn't a person. It was a spirit that God covered in diamonds and gold and sapphires, all these different emeralds and jewels covered him. He was perfect in beauty. And so he tells this church, he tells the world, he tells everyone that it's beauty that's important more than what God gave you on the inside. It's what matters on the outside. And hell said, I believe it matters on the outside God's way. But I think the devil tries to come to people and attack their faith and attack their joy and attack their peace because of something that they can't fix physically. Listen to me. God made you in his image. And if God makes you beautiful and if God makes you perfect, then you ought to praise God for what he did in your life. Who cares what that guy thinks? Who cares what that girl thinks? The Lord made you the way he wants you. In fact, if you keep reading Isaiah 14, you'll find out what the devil's going to look like in his future. A garment that's been trampled over and put to sword through a bloody mess. He don't want to talk to you about that. All right, let's go deeper. He was perfect in beauty. And he said, the workmanship of his tabrets and of his pipes was prepared in him the day he was created. It wasn't that he could play the tabrets tambourine. It wasn't that he could play the tambourine. And it wasn't that he could play the pipe organ, which is what pipes is in the Hebrew. It was that he was the tambourine. And he was an organ. And so when Lucifer opened his mouth, the sound of music came out. And that started going through his head. In fact, the word said he was corrupted by the reason of his brightness. Here's what happened. You ready? Every time he started showing off and singing and playing, all those jewels, all those sapphires would light up heaven. And he thought he was lighting up heaven. He wasn't the light. He was reflecting the light. He was never the sun. He was the moon. And when you think that you're the thing that everybody needs and everybody should listen to, you have stepped in alignment with Lucifer. And you're no longer reflecting the true light. You're trying to think you are the light. We can't have revival if there's pride deep in our spirits that we're better than everybody else and everyone needs us. If it had not been for the mercy of God, can I get a witness in here? Everybody in this building would be on their way to hell right now. But the mercy broke the garment. But he would play the tambourine. He would be the tambourine. He would be the organ. And I've got a little point for you. Most people don't preach or believe, but it's true. When Lucifer got kicked out of heaven, you'll never find in the history of the Bible after that where angels ever sang again. Well, he's wrong. Aren't herald angels singing? You're wrong. It's not the Bible. It said the angels said. But you won't find angels singing and playing when Lucifer and the choir got kicked out. Why do you think on a Friday night, after working all day, and you feel nothing, you come in here and you're exhausted and you're worn out and you're tired and they start singing and they start playing? about the reckless love of God, and it starts to get to you, and you start to raise your head, and you feel tears. What do you feel? I'll tell you what you're feeling. You're feeling heaven looking down in the atmosphere, because what's going on in here is what used to go on up there. He said, I do what's wrong that the angels cannot see. So when you sing to God and you praise Him, it moves heaven. That's why I don't like to sit by non-worshipers. Because worship moves heaven and non-worship moves hell. Oh, I wish I had a witness right there. Worshipers will stir up heaven in the atmosphere, and non-worshipers will lose demons in the atmosphere. Remember, when they beat Paul half to death, beat his back, beat his legs, bound his hands, and bound his mouth, his feet. The one thing they forgot to do was bind his mouth. And they said, you're dying tomorrow. And Paul said, I feel like singing. And God said, if He's going to sing, I'm going to move in the atmosphere, because I can't reject it. When somebody, oh, I wish somebody in this house with the Holy Ghost would get your song back, would get your joy back, would get your faith back. Isaiah said, sing, oh barren. Don't have a miracle yet, but I got a song. And if I can sing, I'll find a miracle. That's what hell hates it. When they beat you half dead, and you come to the house of God, and you're tired, and you're weary, and you're exhausted. But you say, if I'm in His house, I'm giving Him praise. If I'm in the atmosphere, I'm glorifying Him. I'm exalting Him. He's too good to me. I found most of you. But for the few of you that don't sing in here, but sing every song on the radio. That's quiet now. Y'all should have ran, didn't you? If you know every song authorized by the world, and will sing with that, but won't sing it here, guess who you're praising? When they were leaving, I'm preaching right to you. Well, I just like the way that beat makes you want to dance. Yeah, it's called a sensual spirit. One amen and a burp on that, I'm still in the Holy Ghost. It's amazing how the devil will try to convince you that no matter what goes on in the house of God, give your ears to Him as soon as you get in the car, as soon as you get to the store, as soon as you put your headphones in. And the only reason why some people don't worship God in here is because they fill their mind out there with other stuff from the world, and they don't feel anything. I feel like preaching. Mom, Dad, if you're wondering why your 16-year-old son doesn't feel anything at church, but they play video games 28 hours a day, and there's fighting and murder, and there's drug deals on the video game, and you're wondering why they don't feel like worshiping, there's a demon in the bedroom that you need to get out of the room so that they can feel right. Somebody over hell hear you shout right now. Just because you know it's right and you know God's right. Hallelujah. A couple years ago, Bishop of the USA Today, the director of a horror movie, not an apostolic preacher, director of a horror movie, remade some horror movie where some kid, I guess they made it 20, 30 years ago, Some kids sat in the living room and watched static on the TV screen, and demons came out of the screen. And they remade that a few years ago. And the director of the movie in the USA Today said the television screen is a portal to the spirit world of people's homes. See, down there intoxicated with Babylon said in his book that the average American sees 9,000 sexual scenes a year. You can't see that and wonder why you're struggling, sir. We're going to revival, not just to put people through. This is going to revival. I feel a Holy Ghost right now. You can't watch 46 hours of crime shows and wonder why you got anchored in that shit. So you're mad at me right now because I'm near your devil. I'm not talking about your screen, but when you let stuff get in the house. I'm not that old. I'm only 36. I remember 10 years ago. If you preach about angels and devils, everybody was on the edge of their seat. Now you preach about angels and devils, people will fall asleep on you. You know why? They're used to the demonic world in their home. But if you were to select something on that screen and you knew 3 hours later it was walking up your stairs, headed to your kid's bedroom, you wouldn't let that thing. I'm not crazy and I'm not mad. I'm apostolic as it is. We need an apostolic revival. Get out of our house. Somebody praise the Lord right now. I feel anointed, breaking things outside these walls. I dare say it, but most people go to the altar about everything except the thing. They should be going up to the altar about. You preach financial blessings, the altar will be full. Preach the Holy Ghost and we do it, the altar will be full. Preach miracles, the altar will be full. Preach deliverance from stuff in your purse or on your phone. Preach real deliverance will get where you think you don't need it, but it's going to get. I remember in Tampa, Rashidi's, before he went to the day at his victory church there, it was a Sunday morning, it was Halloween. And we had crazy church, he gets up, and he's wild. He gets up and he says, tonight's deliverance night. He said, Josh, preach deliverance. I said, okay. He's like, are you from God, whatever? He said, preach, that's okay. He said, and if you've got anything in your house that can be a signal to the devil to come in, bring it tonight and lay it on the altar. He said, go through your house today because stuff in your house can send out signals to demons. You're welcome here. There's a reason they're called unclean spirits. I can start right there. So that night people were bringing trash bags. One guy had these trash bag duct tape. Everybody was wanting to know, what's it? Why did you duct tape it, bro? Like, there must be some bad stuff in there. And so there was a young man right here, sitting on the front row, basketball shorts, basketball shoes, t-shirt, about 22, had a tambourine. Sat through the entire church service, all through song service. And if you can sit through Rashidi, lead the song service, you need the Holy Ghost. And Rashidi's going crazy. And I get up to read my text, and as soon as I say it's quiet, he starts playing his tambourine. I'm all for the tambourine, if you can play the tambourine. There are some people that think they're anointed to play from the pew anyway. See, that's awesome. Praise God. Lord, help us and help me anyway. And he starts playing tambourine. And I'm like, no big deal, no big deal. Maybe he just doesn't know. And I preached a little bit. People would get up, clap their hands, and shout, and he'd sit there. And then as soon as he would back down, he'd stand up again. And I'm like, yeah, no big deal, okay. And I come off the class, I was trying to make report on deliverance, and I come down to the front, and I'm like, God can do anything, God can deliver you. And I'm right up here, and he comes around me in a circle and does this. Kind of a big deal. I'm like, God, let me have mercy. God, let me have mercy. And he's just circling me. I said, okay, God, hands or fists, what do you want me to do? I'm from Alaska, so we just, whatever. And so I'm ignoring it, and I'm preaching, and I'm trying to get my way back in the back. There was an aisle of milk, and I'm preaching, God can deliver you. And apparently he takes off running. I didn't see him. And he's running around the sanctuary. And I'm preaching, God wants to deliver you. Revival's about to break out in this church, and hell can't stop. No matter what spirits are in here, I'm coming after them. And God's going to break this thing. And everything's going to happen. We're going to do, and wham! He hits me from behind with his tambourine, running full speed. I grabbed his tambourine. I used to play shortstop. I grabbed his tambourine and I threw it a long way. I said, stop it! He looked at me and he bolted out the back door. And as soon as he ran out the back door, this girl came to the altar speaking in tongues, dumping pills out on the altar. I said, who's that? She said, that's my #1 soul winner. But she got hooked on meds, and she doesn't want anybody. And all of a sudden, Bishop, I've never seen deliverance service like this. People were bringing stuff to the altar. One lady threw a makeup bag the size of this pulpit. I'm like, what do you really look like? Set me free. I'm not sure we want you. Sorry, you either love me or hate me. There's two crowds. It's fine. They're all over the world. So all of a sudden, I mean, people were getting laptops and going to their car, getting CDs. It was crazy. And in one moment I've never seen before in America, we prayed a prayer thing that everybody was swaying the spirit on the floor. Hundreds of people speaking in tongues. And I said, this is real deliverance. Real deliverance. And so church ended. And my wife walks up to me and she says, you know you should apologize to that kid with the tambourine. I was like, I don't see him. You know he ran out the back door. I said, yeah, I don't see him. So I walk out the back door, Bishop, walk across the little parking lot to his little office area he had there. Walk in the office. Bishop, or Pastor Collins had that door with his office and a little window in it. And I look in the window, and that kid's in there telling on me. Pastor Collins. I just say it like this. Where I come from, snitches get stitches. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. There's only one door out, bro. I'm not going anywhere. I'll move my family in this lobby. He comes out that door and says, I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you too. I said, oh, you better talk fast. Babe, Holy Ghost, remember Holy Ghost? He said, before you say anything, I want you to know I know you're a real man of God. I said, why do you know that? He said, because I told myself, if he's a real man of God, he'll take my tambourine from me. I said, what? And then he says, yeah, I'm a drag queen from a gay club, and I was sent here tonight. And I said, Satan sent you here. He smirked at me. I said, there must be a big revival coming. I said, what you don't know is, kid, greater is he that's in me than he that's in you. He smirked at me and laughed, full of devils, didn't want to be delivered. I said, keep laughing. You're headed to prison with what you're doing. Went to prison 3 months later. But I told that kid, if you hear me, that's a signal to me that a revival's about to break out in this church. The next time I went back there, in one service, 83 people were filled with the gift of the Holy Ghost. The next time, 85 people were filled with the Holy Ghost. Revival broke out. When you really want revival, you get the devil out of your house. You get away from your marriage. breakthrough that you need is in this room right now. Stop putting it off. Stop shouting and still being addicted. Not the will of God for you to get temporary touches and go back to the sin every time and think God's a liar. God's not a liar. You have to want real deliverance. You got to make up your mind. I want to be set free from whatever it is. There is no reason why some people don't get set free. They love the sin. What I preach, what mission, he's got all the authority in the world. But it doesn't matter what we preach. If someone doesn't want to be delivered, they're not going to get delivered. But I know the opposite is true also. If someone comes in here with more devils than you can imagine, with a past greater than everybody else in the building combined, if they want to be free, there's not a devil in hell or a person in the building that can keep them from being set free. Yeah. Turn to your neighbor and tell them deliverance is in this room right now.
Deliverance is in this room right now.
It's for your house, for your mind, for your marriage, for your teenager, for everything after the Holy Ghost. It doesn't matter what the devil's trying to do. The breakthrough that you need is in this room right now. Somebody's going to be a soul-winning terrorist tomorrow morning in outreach because tonight the chains are coming off and they're going to make their mind. I'm going to be as bold as ever. I'm going to be as bold as ever. You know why some of you don't come to outreach? You're chained up by fear. You're not sure to go with all the excuses you want. You're chained up by fear. You're afraid to talk to people out in public. That's why you have to run away here and you're an undercover agent out there. Listen to me tonight. You need to break that fear off of you. We're going with you. There's nothing to be afraid of. The Lord is going with us. It's time for revival to break out. We're about to all come to the altar. We're about to all come to the altar. If you've never received the Holy Ghost, tonight's your night. You're going to be free from whatever the devil's doing to you. God's going to fill you with His Spirit. If you're bound by drugs or pornography or alcohol, whatever it is, tonight's your night to let those chains die in the fire of the altar. That's why I tell people get as close as you can. Because the fire is up here. And when you get your fire, snakes die. When you get your fire, demons tremble. When you get your fire, addictions go down and stay down. Amen. Who's ready for a move of God tonight? I dare say some of you are going home after this service tonight. And you're going looking, and you're going to go clean anywhere possible. You're going to make sure there's not a devil in miles of your home. Yeah, I feel like telling the angels about to be attracted to your house. Angels about to be attracted to what you're about to live in. Because there's something on you right now that says it's time. Enough is enough. I'm ready. Turn to your neighbor and tell him tonight's your night. Turn to your other neighbor and tell them tonight's your night.
Tonight's your night.
Tell them nothing's in the way.
Nothing's in the way.
All right. Let's go. Come to the front right now. Don't pray. Sit up here. Go as fast. I do run to fight devils fighting.